In question 3, the problem statement says P and Q are any 2 points lying on the sides DC and AD respectively of a parallelogram ABCD. We have to show that the area of triangle APB will be equal to the area of triangle BQC. So what I'm going to do is I will first show you a simulation to help you understand this problem, and then we will go ahead and write out its proof properly. Question 4 says that in figure 9.16 that you see here, P is a point in the interior of a parallelogram ABCD. So P is any point inside a parallelogram ABCD. We have to show that area of triangle APB plus PCD. So this area of APB plus area of triangle PCD is equal to half of the area of the parallelogram ABCD. So this is what we have to show in part 1. And then in part 2, we have to show that the area of the total area of the other pair of triangles, which is APD and PBC. So APD and PBC, if you add these two areas, this will also this will be equal to the sum of the areas of APB plus PCD, the first pair of triangles. Now the thing about this question is that we only have to prove the first part, because the second part actually follows directly from the first part. Because if the sum of the areas of the triangles APB and PCD is half of ABCD, so if this and this put together is half of ABCD, then the remaining area, which will be APD and PBC put together, this will also be half of ABCD, and hence the sum of both pairs of triangles, areas of both pairs of triangles must be equal to each other. So this is what we're going to do in this problem, and to help you visualize the problem better, to help you understand how to solve it, I'm going to first show you a simulation, and then we are going to write out the proof of each part. Okay, so here's a simulation which shows a parallelogram ABCD and a point P inside the parallelogram. If I want, I can change the parallelogram around, and I can also move the point P around anywhere inside the parallelogram. So what we have to show is that the area of triangle APB, which is this triangle APB, plus the area of triangle PCD, the sum of these two areas is equal to half of the area of ABCD. And we were given a hint in the problem that draw a line through the point P parallel to AB. So let's do that. So we've drawn a line through P that's parallel to AB, and let's say that it intersects AD at X and BC at Y. Okay. Now, because XY is parallel to AB, we can say that the quadrilateral AXYB is a parallelogram, and now triangle APB and parallelogram AXYB, they are on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and XY. So the area of triangle APB will be half of the area of parallelogram AXYB. So let's move around the point P and see if this always holds true. So we can see that no matter where P is inside the parallelogram, the area of triangle APB will be half of the area of parallelogram AXYB. Okay. Similarly, because XY is parallel to CD as well, to DC as well, we can say that XDCY, this quadrilateral XDCY, is also a parallelogram, and this parallelogram and triangle PDC are on the same base CD and between the same parallels XY and DC. So the area of triangle PDC will be half of the area of parallelogram XDCY, and we can see that no matter where I move P inside the parallelogram, the area of triangle PDC will always be half of the area of parallelogram XDCY. Okay, so let's summarize what we have talked about so far. So the area of triangle APB is half of the area of parallelogram AXYB, and the area of triangle PDC is half of the area of parallelogram XDCY. So put together, the area of the two triangles will be half of the area of the total area of the two parallelograms, which is actually the area of ABCD. So this is the argument that we are going to use. No matter where P is inside this quadrilateral, the area of APB is half of the area of AXYB, and the area of PDC is half of the area of XDCY. So put together, the sum of the two triangles, the areas of the two triangles, is half of the total area of ABCD. So now coming back to the question, let's write out the proof properly. So we will first write the proof for the first part, that the area of APB, this triangle, plus the area of PDC, this triangle, this sum is half of the area of ABCD. And we are going to make use of the fact that because of our construction, the way we constructed this dotted line, XY is parallel to AB as well as to DC, and this means that the quadrilaterals AXYB and XDCY are both parallelograms. Okay, because the other pair of sides of each quadrilateral are anyways parallel. So for example, AX and BY are parallel, and XD and CY are also parallel. Alright, so now let's think about the area of triangle APB. As we saw in the simulation, area of triangle APB will be equal to half of the area of ABCD Now let's think about the area of triangle APB. We can see from the figure, and we saw in the simulation, that triangle APB and parallelogram AXYB, they are on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and XY. So let's write this out. Triangle APB and parallelogram AXYB, they are on the same base. The same base is AB, this side. So same base is AB, and they are between the same parallels, and the parallels are AB and XY. So AB and XY, and this means that the area of triangle APB is half of the area of the parallelogram AXYB. Similarly, if you think about the area of triangle PDC, the lower red triangle, then we can see from the figure, and we saw in the simulation, that this triangle PDC and the parallelogram XDCY and the parallelogram XDCY, they are on the same base DC. DC is this side. So let's write it. So they are on same base DC, and also between the same parallels DC and XY. So they are also between the same parallels, and the same parallels are DC and XY. So the area of PDC is half of the area of the parallelogram XDCY. Okay, so half of the, we'll have to write area of XDCY. So now we have these two equations. The first one says area of APB is half of the area of AXYB, and the second one says area of PDC is half of the area of XDCY. So what we need to do now is we need to add these two equations. So if we add these two equations, then on the left hand side we will have area of triangle APB plus the area of triangle PDC. So basically the total area of the two triangles. On the right side, what will we get on the right side? So on the right side we will have half of AXYB plus half of the area of XDCY. So if you add AXYB and XDCY, you can observe this from the figure, that adding the areas of these two parallelograms will simply give us the area of the entire original big parallelogram ABCD. So on the right side, what we will get is half of the area of A, B, C, D. So this is what we had to prove. Area of the total area of the two triangles is equal to half of the area of the parallelogram. So this proves part 1. And now in part 2, to prove part 2, all we need to do is we make use of the fact that the total of the 4 triangles is the parallelogram. So let's write it. So area of triangle, so let me skip the triangle symbol. So area of APB plus area of PCD, and then take the other 2 triangles also. So area of APD and the area of PBC. If you add all these 4 areas, you should get the area of the parallelogram ABCD. But we've already shown in the first part that the sum of APB and PCD, this is equal to half of the area of ABCD. So we get half of the area of ABCD instead of these 2 triangles, plus the area of APD and area of PBC. So area of APD plus the area of PBC, this is equal to area of ABCD. So basically 2 of the triangles we know add up to half of ABCD. So this means that the remaining pair of triangles will also have a total area of half of ABCD. So we have area of APD plus area of PBC will be ABCD minus this term half ABCD. So we will get half of the area of ABCD on the right side. And this is basically equal to half of ABCD is equal to area of APB plus area of PCD. So if you want, we can write area of APB plus area of PCD. So this is what we had to prove in part 2, that the other pair of triangles also have a total area of the as the first pair of triangles. So with this we have completed question 4.
To learn more about how Cuemath can help you crack school and board exams, explore Cuemath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.